Everybody, some of you may know Professional Douche. Professional Douche is a mixed figure, I find, on the left sometimes because of his early days as an ANCAP. He also was one of the people who was fighting pretty strongly against police corruption and overreach, and for that reason was kind of finding himself, I would say, I think he was manipulated by a lot of his early encounters on the internet. A lot of the early people he was talking to were also a lot of right-wingers who like to parade around as being ANCAPs, basically libertarians who think that the rights should extend to, I would say, rich white people. It's usually the ANCAP philosophy. Like, hey, shouldn't everyone be responsible for their own roads, for their own, hospitals, for their own bills? If everyone just took care of themselves, then we wouldn't have such a serious situation. That's not Professional Douche, by the way. That's ANCAPs and ANCAP theory. But like they try to parade around as being anarchists because it's got the name in it, right? How can it's anarcho-capitalism? It just flows off the tongue. And it's like, well, that's not actual anarchism. I mean, actual anarchism is about hierarchies. The onus of the burden of proof on a hierarchy is upon that hierarchy itself to justify. So if a hierarchy is going to have let's just say an undue amount of power, is it justified? Is there a justification for a hierarchy? And that hierarchy, it is the responsibility of that hierarchy to justify itself. That's why within anarchist organizations, you can still have structure. For example, there's still going to be people who are democratically chosen and elected, and they are chosen based on the fact that they can justify their own positions, as in, hey, yes, I'm elected to this position, I'm going to oversee these people because it is a justifiable position that I have within the structure, Anyways, long story short, Professional Douche has also been a fucking lightning rod for just ruining the days of Republicans. It's been beautiful to see for a long time, going to a whole bunch of like Trump rallies and getting people like, my favorite one that he did recently is he went to a Trump rally and he just continuously said that he was there with ideas and that they were just scared of ideas. It was like the thing that Republicans fear the most. And like it's simple, all right? I'm a simple man sometimes. I just like a simple bit for fucking a routine. Anyways, this one is probably the most intense he's ever done. He snuck into an actual Matt Gaetz fucking full-blown convention with a blow-up doll. And so I haven't seen this yet. I've only seen the viral clips on the TikTok. I haven't seen the whole thing play out, so I'm very excited.
Fresh off of being banned from every Trump event.
I'm asking you to leave, right? And if you don't, I can go get local law enforcement and we can start talking about trespassing.
But this is a public
Sir, I'm not getting in this. This is a private event that you are uninvited. It is no go at any point in time.
I thought to myself, who's next?
Tonight, Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz is under investigation for alleged sexual misconduct. According to the New York Times, the Justice Department is investigating the Republican representative over claims he had a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old girl.
Oh, what movies? This is from 28 Days Later. I wanted to get it before chat did. Yeah.
And paid for her to travel with him.
Florida Representative Matt Gaetz, a prominent and often outspoken conservative, is demanding answers tonight. This after a report from the New York Times said the Department of Justice is investigating him over whether he had a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old girl and paid for her to travel with him.
Despite 2 years of headlines suggesting otherwise, it now seems Congressman Matt Gaetz will not be charged after an investigation into whether the congressman paid for sex.
This one is wild too, by the way. Just the whole fact that Matt Gaetz, all of a sudden, they're like, oh, we're no longer investigating that. And then I've now since seen that they're going to be reopening that. But like, his partner in crime was guilty as fuck. Holy shit. If you ever wanted someone who like, by arm's length definition, Matt Gaetz is in a very bad way. Like the person who you were effectively doing a lot of the shit with has basically pled guilty, not only to this, but also some weird ass cryptocurrency scams involving utilizing offices for mining and stuff like that.
The then 17-year-old girl.
The House Ethics Committee has reopened their investigation into Matt Gaetz's conduct, even though back in February of this year, the DOJ announced that they would not be bringing any charges against Matt Gaetz.
After Rod Webber had a run-in with Ron DeSantis.
So Professional Douche has the most like calming voice when introducing these two. After Rob Webber, Rob Webber, also friend of the show. Rob Webber's been one of the people who's been trying to, I think, steer Professional Douche into leftist circles as well. So good on you, Rob.
Snowflake.
Hey!
He brought Judy in to troll DeSnowflake.
Run!
So I thought to myself, Why not use Judy to prove once and for all that Matt Gaetz loves underage women? So we're taking off from Boston.
That's Judy. It's important that I get that to my friend Matt in Florida.
Dude, Douche is your leftist mafia's new guest. Well, I do have some exciting news. I've got Professional Douche coming on the show. I think maybe sometime next week. We're just trying to arrange it in between. He's got some other stuff going on in the background right now, but I'm gonna be interviewing him pretty shortly.
And we're landing in Atlanta. Then we're driving to Montgomery, Alabama. I'd like you to meet Judy.
Hell yeah.
It is imperative that I deliver her to my friend Matt in Florida today. The man is a nymph, except the male version of a nymph. And he will not last another day without her.
Oh, even blowing it up. Oh, that's a courtesy. Ooh, manually. I'm getting lightheaded just watching this. Honestly, like, you know, when you go camping sometimes and then you gotta blow up like an inflatable, like every single time, like, oh, well, it'll be fine. You know, 15 minutes, I can blow a little air. And then like 5 minutes in, you're like,
We're about halfway there now. Back to work.
yeah, an air pump would have helped out a lot. Or even an electric one.
And finally, we'll drive to Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
Are you ready?
So is the idea here that technically Judy was only manufactured, I guess, a year or two ago, so it's just like perfectly within Matt Gaetz' desirability?
All right, let's go.
This is why I blow up all my sex dolls at the local gas station. Can you imagine just sitting there seeing some like dude filling up like 3 or 4 of them? Oh no, these aren't for right now. Don't worry. No, this is later. We're having a party. Yeah. No, trust me. I understand law. He's also from across state lines. That's true. That's true. Only a couple years old and across from state lines. Great music selection.
Hey, thank you so much for letting me be your congressman. I mean, it's been a lot of fun.
How's she put up with you?
Oh, my daughter's Barbie floaty. It's way too long.
I'm surprised you didn't cover it in anything. You know, you could easily just put it in like a garbage bag or something. Pico finally woke up. The suspense is too much.
Right. Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm.
Okay, this looks really tough. I'm gonna straight up say it, because like I've played enough, like, you know, or at least tried to play enough Hitman. I just can't do it. I don't have the patience. Like, there's so many missions where it's like, okay, so you now have to transport the sex doll from this point to this, but now hide it, and now when you hide it, go walk around and act normal, then come back, grab the sex doll again, now move it to the next position, and then at any point, if you fuck up even ever so slightly, it's like, you know, like I can't do stealth. You never passed the sex doll mission either? It's tough. Oh God.
Make way! Matt Gaetz! I got you the underage girl! I got you the underage girl! You can have her! You can have her!
Who controls property here? Do you know? Can you find out who controls the property here, please?
And when you're starved, they let you do it. Grab them by the pussy.
Who controls the property?
Can I have my doll back? Stop.
We need to find somebody trespassing.
Can I have my doll back? Why not?
Because?
Because why?
Because you can quit asking. In here. Are you getting...
Am I being detained?
You are. Go.
Okay. That was for Matt Gaetz. That's the underage girl for Matt Gaetz.
He's probably not all here in the head, so you can... Sorry he's bothering you.
He's, I mean, if you're talking about Matt Gaetz, I can't disagree.
They did to my Judy. They ruined her.
Matt Gaetz got a little feisty with that doll.
What's her name?
Michael
Michael. Last name?
Picard. P-I-C-A-R-D. Also known as the professional douche. Look me up on Facebook and YouTube.
Nice.
If I
Oh, that sounds like a good a time as any to support Professional Douche and say, hey, if you enjoyed this content, you should probably go subscribe to Professional Juice for, Professional Douche. But Professional Douche does have the juice, even though I can't speak right now. I'm tongue twisting myself.
I promise to be really, really good, can I go back? Pinky swear.
No.
Mom, you're taking away all the fun.
Tonight when this guy gets home, he's gonna look up my YouTube channel. Professional douche, remember that, people.
This is the most fun. This is the most fun you've had all night.
Stop talking. I mean, you don't have
This is the most fun you've had all night. I mean, probably not wrong.
to, but I'm really not. Nobody's interested in what you're saying.
I am.
Oh, well, yeah, you are.
Does
but
that count?
Not really.
Why not?
It's like you're your own audience kind of type thing.
I wish I had more Facebook followers and YouTube subscribers.
Well, hey, here's a good opportunity once again. If you haven't already subscribed, here's the link. You know, there's almost 500 people watching. You can easily go subscribe. Get some
This
thumbs
guy
up.
was pretending to want my phone number.
But really, he was looking at my YouTube.
That's this. You got to go.
Okay.
Don't come back here for a year. You'll be with.
Ooh, this is my favorite song. Can we just stay for this? I've been trespassed. Can't come back here for a whole year. Phooey. Remember, guys, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, Professional Douche.
Go on and get on out here.
Just watch this and put your comments below.
This guy wants you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yes, he does.
If you enjoyed.
I just want to see the moment of glory one more time. That was excellent. I love that it got Matt Gaetz to say something too. Oh, absolutely, it's the snowflake, please. Yeah, right now you're about to see the snowflake, please.
Make way!
What are you doing?
Matt Gaetz!
What are you doing?
I got you the underage girl! I got you the underage girl!
This guy's a real peach.
Oh, that's glorious. That's glorious.
You can have her!
Yeah.
You can have her!
Who controls?
Oh, glorious. And yeah, I don't know what's going to come from this whole Matt Gaetz thing. Let's see if there's any new news. Matt Gaetz. investigation. Oh, wow. So this is still going forward. New story. House Ethics Committee reaching out to witnesses and revived Matt Gaetz probe. Investigators from the House Ethics Committee have begun reaching out to witnesses as part of the recently revived investigation into Representative Matt Gaetz of Florida, focused on allegations that he may have engaged in sexual misconduct, illicit drug use, and other misconduct. At least one witness in Florida told CNN they have spoken to investigators about the Republican congressman in recent weeks about the alleged lobbying violations, and other sources familiar with the Ethics Committee probe say other witnesses have been contacted. A source familiar with the House panel's work told CNN that the Justice Department decision not to bring charges against Gaetz does not impact whether the committee won't investigate. The committee plans to examine the same allegations that were looking into when they opened the investigation in 2021. The Ethics Committee, which at the time controlled by Democrats, originally opened an investigation in 2021, publicly announced that they were examining a range of allegations, including that Gaetz violated sex trafficking laws, shared inappropriate images on the videos of the House floor, converted campaign funds for personal use, and accepted a bribe, amongst other claims. Gaetz has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing. Gaetz told CNN on Thursday, the investigation is not something I'm worried about because I'm focused on the work. The Ethics Committee typically operates through leaks, and so this is no surprise, but the Ethics Committee has never found me in violation of House rules, though they've been investigating me during my entire 7 years in Congress. It's also funny that the one guy who doesn't take corrupt lobbying and PAC money seems to be under the most ethics investigation. The committee deferred its investigation at the request of the Justice Department, which was simultaneously probing the allegations. The committee has resumed its work earlier this year, as first report by Punchbowl News, and the Department of Justice concluded its investigations without bringing charges. The Ethics Committee declined to comment further on the story. And so that's also on ABC News. Health Ethics Committee is reviewing internal interviews, documents, and stuff like that. Daddy can do no wrong. I think Daddy did a lot of wrong.
Lawyers for Congressman Matt Gaetz say the Justice Department has ended its investigation and he will not be charged. The investigation focused on the Florida...
That's a great photo. Multiple witnesses now. Multiple witnesses have been contacted by investigators for interviews and documents as part of the House Ethics Committee recently reopened probe into Representative Matt Gaetz of allegations include sexual misconduct, illicit drug use, and potential public corruption, according to the sources. Well done, professional douche. You did a long trip and you went all the way and you did good.
Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form. Available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
Thank you kindly to our Lord and Saviors Peyton L. Just and Xander Corvus. Without you, we are nothing. And now, a shout out to our Knights of the Square Table. Amazing Flesh, Anna Loves Riley, Adrian McCarthy, DM Rivera, Doug Cady, Everything Important, Hagbard Celine, Izzy Solidarity, La Media Panza, Matthew Scarborough, Multimondi, Nettle, Omni, Peanut Butter Blonde, Political Papi, Quiet 185, Rachel K, Riley and Anna, Roller Dragon, Kubi, Cernicus, Spinach Monster, Stellar Vision, Sebastian Demmel, Thomas, Trevbot EXE, Lucidry, Words Greenwood, Cheryl Alvarez, Tony Perkins, Thomas, O'Pecker, Travis McClinton, and Victoria Bell. Thank you so much. And a huge shout out to all the other people who make this entire show possible. Without you, it would not exist. If you can support us, please go to patreon.com/theserfs, and even $1 can help unlock all of the little goodies and help make this show entirely possible.